Welcome back. You didn't do the music.
I'm
You
doing
had the
it.
music
I'm
queued
doing the
up.
music.
You had the music.
No.
Look at this. Yeah, don't forget. Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond Friday live show. It's me, Dez. I got Josh right next to me.
Back
Kush
with
behind the
another-
scenes. And the second half sprint. And away we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Got a good little AL West showdown match tonight.
Yeah, it's very funny to me that it always feels like after every All-Star break we're in Seattle and we have to wait till 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to see a baseball game after 4 days of no baseball. But here we are. Seattle, the Seattle series, the lead in the West is 5.
With a 3-game set coming up.
Yeah. What's your initial thoughts?
So who do we have today? Is it Walter?
Walter versus Castillo.
Yeah. Now this is M or is this regular Luis? Are they even throwing Luis M out there anymore?
I don't think they have been.
Yeah.
This is former Red, former top guy, Suedo ace, I guess, still tenured ace. But that's what we have.
I like the haircut, Josh. Yeah, it's hair plugs.
Yes.
I was hoping you guys wouldn't say anything because I'm pushing 40.
They have been. Yeah, just me and Josh here on today's Friday show. We have a great lineup today to talk about absolutely nothing because we've had episodes on the All-Star break, we've had episodes on the Home Run Derby, we've had episodes on the Ranger series, and now we're just sitting here waiting. So, gonna be a Q&A type episode, just a vibes episode. I'm just counting down the days for trade deadline. Hopefully, the Astros make a trade before the deadline because they need help sooner rather than later. You had do you see the video? Chaz McCormick down in West Palm Beach, one of the 25 Astros down in West Palm, hit a tank in the FCL game.
I'm ready for him to come back, man.
Yeah, I mean, you need him. You need him right now,
especially with Jake. What did we get an update on Jake?
The last update was, I think Chandler Rome tweeted when Dana Brown was on Robert Ford's pre-Sunday radio on Sports Talk 790 that it's going to be 3+ more weeks due to that injury, which was completely avoidable. Yeah, the other kind of breaking news is Hunter Brown's not in the rotation this weekend. You have Walter tonight, Lance McCullers on Saturday, and then Framber Valdez on Sunday. I'm okay with it. Get an extra rest.
You think they're thinking some of this recent beating ups he's taking is just fatigue?
Yeah, I think so. And I think, too, I mean, I told you this offline. I do think when he went on Josh shut up. Wow, this is like a substance. It's like a substance thing. Yeah. You got someone hacked into your YouTube account, Josh. I think that Hunter Brown podcast, which was really good, that he did with Dallas Braden, I think he may have tipped some things off because over the last 2 weeks after that podcast dropped, teams have kind of been on his ass, and there's also fatigue. I mean, that top shelf fastball that Adolis hit out was only 94. And obviously he pumped 97 and got him in the 5th, but
because it doesn't matter how much he gives away if he can just blow by people still. So
yeah,
I think it's all right.
Jorge says, I think Hunter alluded to Chandler that he was probably tipping. Yeah, I think there was something there. He was missing a lot on glove side, like across his body, so it was maybe lost a little mechanical tweak as well. Like every miss just felt like to a righty was in the other box, in on lefties. Obviously,
you know how good you have to be tipping pitches and still go 6 innings.
Yeah, and only give up 4.
Yeah, 8 Ks too.
Yeah, so I'm totally okay with him getting the extra rest. You need him down the stretch. It'd be a tough, and even then, like if he didn't pitch Sunday, he would have pitched the All Star game. So then he would still kind of been out of this rotation because Brian Wu, who pitched in the All Star game for the Mariners, is not in the rotation as of today because I think they're going Castillo, um, Logan Evans, and then a TBA for Sunday. So that could be Brian Wu. We don't really know.
Evans.
That was from Adam Jude. He covers the Mariners. But all in all, it's going to be a hype series, I think. You have both teams kind of jockeying position for the West. Obviously, the Mariners ate into that lead a little bit before. But now you have Barry Bonds you're facing, apparently. You have Cal Raleigh, who's very much kind of 3 true outcome right now. A lot of walks, a lot of strikeouts, and home runs only.
It does seem like his strikeout rate has gone up a little bit in recent weeks. He's still hitting the ball hard, but yeah, if I'm Brandon Walter tonight, I'm trying to hit those edges, and if I can't, I'm missing off the edges. I'm not letting anything go.
Nothing's missing over the plate.
Yeah, because I think his entire plate right now is red. So,
looking at Cal Raleigh's Savant page, he got a 10-10 OPS, slugging 634, 259 average, 38 home runs, most in his career already, and that K percentage is at 25 percentile, 25.2. His whip percentage is 29.8 in the 16 percentile. Believe this or not, his squared up percentage on Baseball Savant is only in the 5th percentile at 20.3. So he's not squaring up the ball, but when he does, it's literally home runs. That's crazy.
More than one superhero on their team, apparently.
Crazy.
Randy is just.
Randy's he's good, man. I really like Randy Rosarena. I know he's a thorn in the Astros side. Man, he's good.
I like that I can, that they're a thorn in the Astros side, but they're not Adolis Garcia. Like Randy just seems like actually like a good dude.
Yeah, I mean, also Randy's story, like defecting from Cuba, going to Mexico, becoming a Mexican citizen, representing Mexico in the WBC. There's just so many things. He just happened to hit 9 home runs against the Astros in 2020 in the ALCS, and now he just happens to be in the AL West. So his story is just he's a guy that like Astro fans rag on, but like for me, he's invited to the barbecue.
Josh impersonator says over under 4.5 Ks for Walter.
I'm going over.
I would go over. I think this lineup has a lot of swing and miss.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing in Seattle. You do have to hit the ball farther to get it out of the park at T-Mobile. So, this is a team that they let those bats kind of they open up their stance and really take a big swing. So
yeah, no, I agree. Linda made a great point. We've handled Raleigh well this season. Hope we continue. Ethan goes, what would y'all be willing to give up to get someone like Brandon Lau or Brandon Lowe? I can never figure out if it's Josh Lowe or Josh Lau or Brandon Lowe or Brandon Lau. I don't know. I thought the Rays are in it. I know they're sellers when they're buyers and they're buyers when they're sellers.
But they could win the East this year.
They can win the East.
It's crazy. The East is insanely competitive. But I'm glad right now we're getting as much use out of Walter and all the Gusto
and Gordon, yeah,
because in a couple months we don't know their future. So this is I don't know if this is audition for further down the line or what it is, but some of these guys look like they're ready to be fully stretched out. Go spend a little bit more time in AAA and really have that arm solid for next year.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, it seems like every year you have this injuries happen, and you always have these guys kind of come up out of Sugarland and emerge. Like last year, you didn't. This was the year for Spencer Arrighetti, not last year, but due to injuries, Spencer got a ton of run. Obviously, he got injured this year, but he's a guy that when you get back, you have a lot of confidence projecting him in the rotation. You go back to Ronel Blanco. You go back to Christian Javier. Right. You can keep going back in years and years of just this like Russian nesting doll of like, oh, when injuries happen, pop up, that next arm comes up before they're supposed to come up the year before they come up, and it's a baptism by fire. Hunter Brown, he's a budding ace now. Like so, that's like the glass half full mentality I take when these injuries do pop up, and I think it started Gordon, Walter, and obviously Ryan Gusto's careers, but you can honestly say right now a lot of it was trial by fire, and they've grown from it. And burns you have on your arm, and just kind of a life philosophy, like things that like suck and hurt or whatever it is. Like, man, I got burnt. In 3-4 months time, you're like, oh, look at that scar. Like, yeah, that sucked in the moment. That burn really hurt, but like you learn from it. And so I think if you take that same mentality on the field, you're seeing that with Gordon and Walter and Gusto. Like, I expect them to be better in the second half. Right. Yeah, they'll be up and down, but I think the All-Star, and especially Cam Smith, my hot take, I think Cam Smith gets his OPS north of 850 for the year, which would be 90 more points, which is a big stretch in 66 games. I think that reset for these guys that just felt like, oh shit, like we're winning, I'm in the show, we're doing all this stuff. Like they finally got to take a deep breath, and now they're like, okay, hey, I deserve to be here,
right?
Like it's not like, oh man, am I gonna stick around? Like no, fuck you. Like I don't care about these guys coming back. Like they're my teammates, yeah, but no, this is my position in the rotation.
This is
my spot.
First real breather where you can take a retrospective and say, damn, look at what I've done so far this year, dude.
100%.
Says Walter, Gusto, Gordon flipped at the deadline like Bloss. Bloss was a little bit different because Bloss came straight from AA, and he got what two starts with us, 3. That I don't know who'd we be going to get if these guys look like they're good, arms for a couple years, and
I could see Gordon being moved.
Right.
I really like Walter. I just got this man crush on Walter. Former top prospect. Didn't really pan out with the Red Sox. Now here, I mean, this is what I like. Like as a baseball player, throw strikes. And that's what Walter does. Yeah. Don't walk. I don't want to sit there. It may have just been like undiagnosed ADHD, but at like third base, I'm like, oh my God, you walk 2 guys, just throw it over the plate. Like, let's figure it out. And that's what I think I love about Walter. I think he's sitting at 40 strikeouts, only 2 walks in 40 innings.
The thing is, I know right now the way teams draft, they're drafting guys that can miss bats. But Walter's not afraid to go, my stuff is better than, your bat. I'm going to pitch you to contact, and I'm going to continue to fill up the strike zone.
Yeah.
And
here's my stuff.
Yeah, you're not going to get a free pass on me.
Yeah. No, it really reminds me, and this is not even fair for Walter, a lot of like the Cy Young year of Keuchel. Yeah, there's a lot of nibbling on the corners, but he was just like, oh, I'm not walking you. Mm-hmm. Here, how far can you hit it? And would get outs or get punchies. And that's what I like, really, really like.
And then when you're giving up, I mean, you pitch to contact, there's going to be, solo bombs at times.
Yeah, it happens.
You're not putting people on base for it to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it's not 4 or 5 walks a game. And then you're in the 4th inning, you're like, shit, now the bullpen's got to cover 6.
Yeah.
Hell or high water, Walter's going to get you 5 to 6 innings, and he's gonna find a way. Right. Which you take over 162. You need guys like that. You need him on that wall. Let's go through the comments. Ethan, hot take. Cal Raleigh goes hitless this weekend. That's a scorching hot take.
Yeah, that would.
Michael says, sup, Dez. Let's take the series and roll into the dog days. Love that. Haley says, wish they'd re-sign Framber. He's covered so many innings this past few years, and even bad Framber's pretty good now. Yeah,
it's just tough with the contract. He's going to get so much money.
He's going to get $200 million. I'm giving him a 3-year, 110 to 120.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. It's like
$40 million a year to Framber's insane, but I'm comfortable with 3.
I don't like a long-term contract.
Yeah.
Like that. So what is he seeking? Like 200?
I think he's gonna get the Freed deal.
Yeah.
Freed got what 6 for 210? Max Freed contract.
Yeah. It was something crazy like that.
8-year 218. Woo. Okay. He ain't getting 8 years.
Yeah. So what is Fromber 30? 29?
Framber will be 31, like just freshly turned 31.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Max Fried's 31. He turned 31 in January, so he got the 8-year deal at 31 years old. Huh. That contract's gonna age bad, man. And that's Fried has already had a bad elbow once. Mm-hmm. Knock on wood. Framber just had that one freak finger thing.
Right. His injury history's better than Fried's. So
yeah,
are his agents pushing 4 for 225? Or 8 for 225 or something like that?
Octagon's gonna get him paid. Yeah. Going through, what's up, Andrew? Guillermo says Walter doesn't even walk dudes. Reminds me of Urquidy. Great. That's a great comp. Guillermo also said, I see Josh got a tan. Yeah, Josh was you got one of those memberships this week, right? One of those tanning memberships.
Dark tan.
David.
I always thought that was what Dairy Q was because it spelled like DAR.
Yeah, I did. Well, I didn't know till this exact moment right now. That's what it was. David played against Walter in high school ball. That's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. Michael says, love having more than one lefty in the rotation. 100% agree. Framber 250 mil guy is trending that way. So, Jorge, I don't think so. Knock on wood. Like, that's obviously, like, as he gets older, like with all these innings and all these pitches, like 100%. Like, I'm that's why I only want to give him a 3-year deal. But some teams I think he's gonna be a Met or a Philly.
Yeah, I don't know about Phillies. Their rotation might be a little too stacked as it is right now. They gotta pay like Christopher Sanchez and players like that.
I think there's a Freaky Friday deal. I think we can get Christopher Sanchez on a lighter deal.
I like Christopher Sanchez.
I like Christopher Sanchez a lot.
He's a good pitcher.
Fried got that because the Yankees wanted to compensate for losing Soto 100%, but that's at the market. Octagon's not going to be like, well, you did that because of Soto. No, the market's the market and the price is the price.
Right. Every year the Blue Jays do the same thing. They go, someone please take our money because we keep moving.
Oh, that's a good. He may be a Blue Jay. They need pitching.
Blue Jays love to say, here's so much money. Just take
it. Please.
Come please. To our team.
The Blue Jays are the guy that falls in love with a stripper.
Yeah.
They're up there doing their own thing.
To be fair,
they paid Sanchez. Ranger Suarez is the one walking. Yes, Ranger Suarez.
What did they pay Sanchez?
That was a good pull. Let me see Sanchez Phillies contract.
I'm not as high on Ranger Suarez. I know numbers wise everything looks really good, but he also does have that he doesn't have that pick me up mentality. He kind of if he goes down, it's tough. He starts having a bad stretch and he gets the yips like crazy.
I know you're a big movie guy, so I'm gonna put this in a frame of movies. Okay. This contract is equivalent to a heist in Heat. They bought out 3 RBers and then a club option in his 32-year and a club option in his 33-year for 4 years, $22 million.
Did that translate over correctly?
That is a Braves contract. Holy shit, that is so bad for the player. $22 million's a lot of money, but
does he have food at home?
He will not. He'll be a restricted free agent at age 34. That's crazy. That is just that's.
You can't even look for a good 4-year contract after that.
Oh, but the club option will be. Okay, so it escalates up to the club option will be 14 million and 15 million. So I guess it gets up to 40 million.
Okay.
Which is not bad, but still that's a ton of value. Holy crap.
Pirates Fromber, that's hilarious. Yeah, the Pirates don't spend money. I don't know if the Pirates will ever be a serious organization.
I think you have to, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. When they trade Skeens, that's the moment you regulate them. Like you cannot let.
Because it's crazy. You have the franchise player that you build your entire team around. Do it.
Just spend money.
Don't go, hey, we need a bat this offseason. How's Tommy Pham sound? Like, I like Tommy Pham. He's okay. Like, he's a veteran. You need a veteran in the 9-hole, but you can't say, Tommy Pham, come hit cleanup for us.
You can't hold a press conference and be like, Tommy Pham signing. Like that's not a good offseason.
Right.
And I mean, obviously Jared Jones went down, but you have a 1-2, and then I think who did they take? They took another college pitcher in this last draft.
Yeah.
That's going to be really good.
Speaking of the draft, what did you think about Xavier Nance?
A high upside, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of swing and miss, but man, the swing looks good. Honestly, I know everyone online was like doing comps on Astros Twitter to Jordan. It reminded me more of toe tap Bryce Harper.
Right.
Or toe tap Freddie Freeman.
6'4" shortstop right now, but could be moved to third.
I think he's a corner guy. I think he's just too big. I think he's gonna eventually be a first baseman, to be honest. But I think you kind of have the floor of Joey Gallo is what they said, but man, I really think there's a Freddie Freeman comp in there.
Or everyone needs to learn from the Orioles. What, being bad for so many years to get so many top prospects, then to be bad again?
Well, the thing with the Orioles too is like they've done it right, and then they wasted a year of the core because they didn't spend on pitching. Like I think everyone, like every child with the phone was like, I think the Orioles should spend on pitching, and they were like, okay, we hear you.
Charlie Morton.
Here's Uncle Chuck, and here's the guy that came from the NPB, Seguano.
Yes, Shigano.
Yeah, and that was like, okay, we listened to we. You know what they did? You know what Mike Elias and Sig and the new ownership, they got a pizza party for their branch,
right?
And like in their company that just smashed, just killed their quarter, made so much money for the shareholders, so much money in earnings, and they're like, what about 2 cheese pizzas?
Yeah, we just doubled this franchise net worth in this year. You know, how about Little Caesars?
Little. Hey, it's hot and ready.
Yeah. What's not hot and ready is those arms coming out of the bullpen. I tell you.
Hey, did you see? You see the name being floated?
What name?
Mr. Bautista.
I did not know he was
that guy. That guy wins someone a World Series.
I think so. Bautista.
Felix Bautista wins someone a World Series.
Although I'll never remember him for anything other than giving up that home run to Tucker.
Yeah.
I was listening to that on the radio, and most hyped I think I've ever. I think it was better than watching it on TV.
I love a good radio home run call. Yeah.
Oh.
I look. I love our broadcast crew. I really do. I think they're who they are authentically. You can have a beer, or you can have a meal, you can have a drink with them. They're great people. Ford and Sparks are they're 1-1 across the league.
Consummate perfection.
Just so freaking good at what they do. Seth Hernandez was who got picked by the Pirates, a prep arm out of Corona, California. That was
that's right. Corona had 3 top 50 picks.
One high school had 3 kids in the top 50 with 2 in the top 20.
It's insane.
One high school. I retire if I'm that head coach. What? Are you kidding me? That's insane.
Yeah, he might have got fired if he lost.
Oh
one
yeah,
game.
They had to win state, right? Yeah. Haley says, "Can't believe Seattle got the LSU pitcher. Seattle got the top prospect in the draft. Cade Anderson's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a problem.
He could be ready next year."
Turtle says, "Is there any more hidden talent left in the Astros farm system this season for the second half, where they could save some money for the Framber deal?" They have Blue Ball and Uala ready to go. I think those are big league arms. I legitimately think I don't know why Uala is still down. Maybe the walk rate. I haven't really checked.
You think Blue Ball is ready for? I think Blue Ball needs a little more time to cook, a little more time to simmer. I thought he had just a fantastic first inning.
Yeah,
But
we were there.
Yeah, it was. It's just he just needs time. But that's fine. I mean, he's young. He's got time. We got time for him. We got.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at it right now. Miguel Eola, he's at a WHIP of 1.48. That's not good. 45 walks and 64 innings. Granted, he has a 3.8 ERA in the PCL, which is amazing. His average against him is a 214.
But
he has 78 strikeouts. It's just too many walks.
Yeah, that's 1.5 base runners every inning.
That's
just not going to play in the majors.
Yeah. Let me see Blue Ball real quick. See
you
where
got a 1.5 WHIP in the majors. Your ERA is probably a 6.
Yeah. Like it was not AJ Blue Ball.
Josh's mic is a little quiet.
Oh, be quiet.
Well,
speak up, son.
Sorry.
Speak up, son. AJ Blue Ball. He is sitting at a 4-8 with a 6.28 ERA PCL. 76 innings pitched. He has 46 walks, 79 strikeouts, a WHIP of 1.64. So yeah, you have guys that are just not seasoned yet. To answer your question, I believe that was Turtle.
What's your panic level on Hunter and LMJ? 0. I'm not panicked. These are good pitchers.
Wow, look at that. That was a grown-up take. Wow, Josh, that was really good.
I've been doing this for a while.
You have. Yeah. That was a lot of confidence on that. I'm concerned. I'm not worried or panic. I don't have a panic level. I'm concerned. And it's not fair to Lance. He's coming off all this stuff, but the walks are killer. Like,
yeah,
it's got not there needs to be a hard conversation because on the road he's really freaking good.
0 ERA still.
He's really free and hell or high water. I think he's gonna shove tomorrow. He just on the road he steps up to the highest moments. It's just been at home.
I just feel like at home he'll get into these 2-0 counts and then say, I really have to touch the edges because I don't want them to hit any of my stuff. And he's not hitting them with that overpowering fastball when he goes down to that 2-0 count. He goes to that off speed, and either he kind of leaves it up in the zone in a good, hitter's wheelhouse, or he's missing badly, and it's like he's getting a little gun shy.
Yeah, it feels gun shy.
Yeah,
and also it's like he's sitting at a 1.66 WHIP. Right, that's more than 1.5 people on base every inning.
Yeah.
And that's what I think where he gets in trouble. It's the 2 outs and then a 2-out walk and then another 2-out walk. And then it's a broken bat bleeder that scores 2.
Right. He's not just giving up home run, home run.
So. And the other side too, it's not, okay, it's a 2-out walk. That guy's still second. Then a single first and third. Then that guy's still second. Then it's second and third. All of a sudden you're like, what the heck? There's just 2 outs. Like, how's already second and third? And then it's a base knock, and then it spirals out. So it's just kind of, and it's tough because, yeah, you have the lead that you do, but it could change over a weekend. I think he's going to step up. I think this was probably a great all-star break for him to reset and be with the family and just really zone in. And if he pitches over the next 66 games and he's really, really good on the road, but a coin flip at home, just got to take it.
Yeah.
You just got to get there. You got to get to the 2 seed. You got to get to the finish line.
Because you're not relying on Lance to be your 1 or 2. Lance is right now your 3 or 4 and dominant on the road, little shaky at home. That is what a 4 pitcher is,
Yeah.
So.
Chocolate Thunder says, is France on his way back?
Pitching rehab right now,
I think he's in West Palm Purgatory with 25 other guys.
Yeah, so I think Luis Garcia started his rehab assignment too. How about Javier?
Javier just started his.
So we've got 3 guys coming back.
I think they'll all be back by the deadline.
Yeah. Okay. So deadline's August 31st.
No,
August.
July 31st.
July 31st. Right.
Indy says if Hunter's velo doesn't come back after this extended rest, then I'll be worried. That's a very big data point.
You don't want to see 94 from Hunter ever.
Mm-mm.
Hunter needs to live 96 to 99.
I think it was just mechanical and the tipping thing too. But yes, that is the saying the quiet part out loud.
Got to remember that Hunter's arm is still young. He still will deal with fatigue the way that, say like Fromber won't. Also, we got a question: would we send down any arms to bring up in September? That would also still be wary of fatigue for Gusto Gordon and Walter.
That's why I truly think they're going to go get an arm at the deadline. I think if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck, and it feels like Seth Lugo is going to be kind of your Greinke guy. I know.
I would love Seth Lugo on the team.
I'm indifferent. I don't like his peripherals, but he's one of those old war veteran horses that's going to give you. It's not a Kikuchi, like it's not going to be 10-0 dominant. It's a guy that's going to be like, hey, I'm going 6 innings, and this team needs a guy in the 3 spot to go 6 innings because I don't think you can go 60% of this next 66 game stretch, right? Because you have Hunter, you have Framber. The remaining 60% of your rotation cannot be a coin flip day in and day out. It just can't. It's not sustainable, and it's not. So I think they're going to shore it up with an arm, and they're going to shore it up with a. I don't think it's a O'Hearn. I don't think it's a Mullins. It's maybe a Sanchez. It's maybe one of the tier 2 guys that this grades out on their models where this is what I want. An arm, whether it's Heaney, whether it's Lugo, a guy that you just slot at number 3 before, because you have all these guys coming back from injury, but they're still got to get sped up. You have that. And then I want the bat that Dana Brown trades for everyone on Astros Twitter and everyone on here and everyone watching to be like, what? He did what? That will be the best indicator. If everyone's reaction is like, huh? They did what? Good things happen.
So Seth Lugo we'd have to pay him whatever KC doesn't pick up this year, next year. But he's not a short-term rental.
He is. It's a player option. He can opt out.
Oh, he's a player.
So it's you have to treat it like a true rental.
Okay.
Unless you have the reassurances of him coming back.
Yeah.
But I think he plays. I think he's good enough to.
And I think he would like to be on a team that can, consistently be above 500. I don't understand the Royals. The Royals are kind of like, the Royals remind me of the Mariners last year. It was like, wow, you look at that rotation and, you got like probably your weakest arm is Waka. He's not bad.
Yeah.
He's not bad at all. It's just where the bat's at. Well, you got Caglione. Let's call him up. He's not
a lot of swing and miss. Yeah.
They got some of the best. I mean, they have All-Star Michael Garcia, All-Star Bobby Witt Jr. They have one of the best catchers to ever live, Salvador Perez.
Also, I need to speak my truth about this moment. There comes a period in time where your heroes kind of become your villains. And seeing Salvi Perez going down to one knee and doing the glove drop broke my heart. Like legitimately, like the heel turn of watching Salvi Perez. And look, I know he has to adopt with the times and it only helps his career. But man, we're losing recipes, y'all. Yeah. We're losing recipes. It hurts.
Where do you think Salvi stands with all-time catchers? Is he in the top 15?
Easily. I mean, for me, it's like easy top 10.
Yeah.
Maybe top 7.
Salvi, do you remember
MVP
that one year where what was that, like 3 years ago, that he just hit 45 bombs or 49 or something?
41, like I believe, in 21.
I think it was more than that.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
And that was kind of dead ball era.
48 and 21.
Yeah, he
hit 121 RBI.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Salvi.
Salvador Perez, 9-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove, World Series MVP, World Series, 5-time Silver Slugger, Clemente Award. Yeah, I mean, sure, first ballot.
Okay.
I mean, only career 34 WAR, but I know catchers are graded differently. Okay, let me ask you this: Buster Posey, Salvador Perez, Yadi Molina. Where do you rank those three?
Probably the reverse order, which you said them: Molina, Posey, Perez.
You have Molina over Posey?
I think when I wasn't tuned into baseball 10, 12, and 14. So I kind of missed at least watching some of Posey's best years. So for me, it's more that I've seen a little bit more Molina. But yeah, pull it up, see how their stats compare.
Okay, so Posey's one for me, 1-1. MVP, Rookie of the Year, 7-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champ, 5-time Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, batting title, 45 career WAR, OPS plus 129, OPS 831. Yadi Molina, 41.6 WAR, 10-time All-Star, 2-time World Series, 9-time Gold Glove, 4-time Platinum Glove, Clemente Silver Slugger, OPS plus of 96, OPS of 726.
OPS plus of 96?
2,100 hits, 176 home runs. Salvi is 105 OPS plus, 759 OPS, 286 home runs. He's going to get to 300 home runs.
Easily.
1658 hits, 34.7 career WAR, 9-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove. World
Salvi
Series.
could get to 300.
I think
season.
Salvi passes Molina when it's all said and done.
So what is he right now, 37?
Salvi Perez is 34, bro.
He's 34.
Excuse me, 30. He just turned 35.
He's got old man face.
Well, he was up. He was like up at 19 years old.
Yeah. You think Dana Brown contract gets extended?
Ooh.
I like the moves Dana Brown has. It's tough, because you ask, does Jeff Luhnow get extended? And the answer would have been obviously yes.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I would say hopefully.
I think you give him after this year. Ah, man, it's tough because you grade GMs on championships,
right?
And it's not fair, but the resume of Dana up to this point is ALCS exit, wild card exit. Obviously, Click had the World Series, but he was the placeholder. He had an ALCS. He actually had a World Series loss, a World Series win in his tenure, and then in 20 he had an ALCS loss. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a big year on the extension, and then it feels disingenuous to put him on the hot seat because he would then technically be on the hot seat because he has 1 year left on his deal.
I do love that our team that's the bar. Get to the World Series or you're on the hot seat. Because there's some teams where it's like, hey, I'm sorry that you guys won 75 games again, but we're still not gonna spend money, so we're not gonna put you on the hot seat because that's kind of our bad. I'm so glad we're not stuck in something like that.
I think if you get to the ALCS this year, I would give a year extension.
Yeah,
like a year, attack a year onto this going into this last year.
If it's a competitive ALCS for sure.
You know what I mean?
I think if we get flat out embarrassed.
Turtle asks, is there a pitcher that is Kikuchi adjacent that is available at the deadline? I don't know because Kikuchi was so, to me, Kikuchi was the inning leader, like a Seth Lugo, Andrew Haney, like a guy that's going to give you 10 solid starts down the stretch. No, I don't think anyone thought he'd go 10-0 and be so dominant. Like
sub 2.5 ERA, wasn't
it? Yeah.
I think it was like a 1.99.
It was, it's up there with Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's fair to say, is there someone available like that at the deadline to put that on that arm? But I do think there's a seasoned vet, a guy that's been in the show that can stabilize this rotation. All right, Chazin asks, AJ, Jonathan Piazza was a good hitting catcher too. Andrew says 2 years. Cody's going to be at the game. Holler at your boy if y'all are going to be at the game up here in Seattle. I'm not. I need to go to a game in Seattle. I've yet to go up there. I need to.
I'd love to go to T-Mobile Park.
Yeah.
So I'm going up to Alabama, and I was gonna do a little road trip. I don't think I have the time now, but I was gonna go Alabama to PNC to Fenway.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. You know what I didn't realize is you go up to PNC, you're only 3 hours away from Progressive, and you're only 4 hours away from Toronto's stadium.
That's some little bro Taylor math right there too. Andy Brown says you got to have some sort of stability in your front office, IMO, and he's done a good enough job to given the handcuffs he's had on him due to Crane era contracts. 100%, Andy.
Fake Josh says grade on the process, not the results. I think that's just completely incorrect take.
What is the true Josh? What do you say, Josh Hill?
True Josh says
you're a results over process guy.
I'm a results guy. You are the GM of the team. You're not the manager. So I think the manager is more the process. I think your GM is you're there to get results.
Okay, I mean, I get it. That's fair. I'm always just a process over results guy with every philosophy of life, but I could see how that could be graded that way.
Of course, I'm not saying like you hire a guy for a rebuild and say, hey, the results aren't here, you're gone. I'm saying like, of course, trust the process, but with the system that we have built that Dana came into, we're expecting results right now. We're not expecting a process.
See, I think that's unfair.
It's definitely unfair, but that's the system that he was brought into, and that is what we exist in right now.
Okay. So. That's fair. And Andy makes a good point. Dana Brown's whole value prop is the scouting, so he should be evaluated on his drafts, which takes time. I agree on that. I think he's shoring up. I think he's finding a ton of value. I think all the value that Dana's actually finding with the scouting eye is the Brandon Walters. It's these 1-year pitching deals and like all this stuff. I mean, look at the bullpen. Like, all these guys on 1-year deals has been very, very good, and that goes to the scouting eye. Indy goes, I hate agreeing with fake Josh, but yeah, they don't ask how, they ask how many. Bar. Fake Josh Hill says he doesn't believe any of that. Imposter.
Put this guy on timeout on YouTube because yeah, he's not. I don't.
You put him on timeout. All this stuff.
I don't like what this guy's talking about.
Kush is here. Kush, come on screen right now. We'll tap out. You'll bring us in for the last 20 minutes of the show. Everyone in chat, give fake real Josh, true Josh, little twos in chat for true Josh. Kush is tapping in here now. What's your opinion on results over process?
I'm gonna bring it back to a football, NFL reference. I'm a huge Nick Casario guy. Process over results.
Okay, that's kind of where I'm at too. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Going in the second half, what is actually give me a grade on the first half? We haven't had you on since it's been a minute. So, what do you think about the first half? What do you think is concerns? Any things you want to be hyped up about? Just speak your truth.
Well, I think where we're at, top of the division. I mean, like, who the fuck expected that midway through? You know, like
very much.
We started like third and fourth in the division, kind of went on a run, and so like I'm happy where we're at. I mean, obviously they can clean up some stuff. You know, sometimes the offense hasn't been what we wanted it to be. A lot of injuries, which kind of like, you know, adds to how impressive it is that, like, you know, after we beat the Dodgers in LA, we were like what, second or third in the entire league.
Yeah.
So I think they're good. They just gotta go on a run in the second half, keep stacking series wins, and get to the tournament, man.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is you gotta get the 2 seed somehow. But I think if you ask anyone, if you in December after Bregman signed with the Red Sox, after Kyle Tucker gets traded, after all these things, after the exit of the wild card, if you ask anyone in this fan base, hey, I'm from the future. You're at the All-Star break and you're up 5 games in the division. and you're 16 games above 500. Would you take that right now?
What are you smoking?
Oh yeah, I'd be like, get the hell away from me, crazy guy, because it is kind of crazy. And so I do think there's a part of the fan base that are like, and I kind of agree. The Astros have been playing above and beyond what the data says and everything else. But over 162, you take those stretches. Now you have all these guys coming back, and then they'll play with the lineup that we expect to see that we haven't seen since not even opening day. You'll see a rotation that you haven't seen since 2023. Like all of a sudden, you're like, okay, yeah, it may have been a lucky stretch. It may have been like, oh well, shit, yeah. But now you're like, okay, now what? Like, let's go.
Like they got through the rough patch. Now they're revving the engine up.
Yeah,
ready to go.
And it starts this weekend. It starts with Seattle. Obviously, it's going to be a great atmosphere at T-Mobile Park. I saw that tweet going around the copy and pasta of that one Seattle fan
great
said.
Every single year,
so good. It's so good, and it just warms my dark cold heart that the Astros weren't booed. That was a recession indicator at the All-Star game. The Astros were not booed. They're gonna get booed tonight. Something about those boos just gets me going, gets me absolutely going. Des put a pin in it during trade watch stream, and we go back and watch the preseason predictions. Ooh, Turtle. I think Josh is. I don't know. Did you really ban Josh? Fake Josh? Real Josh? You banned him? All right, fake Josh. If you're still there, take that. Put that down on paper. That's a great idea, Turtle. Yeah, we'll go pull our preseason predictions and we'll run it during the trade deadline show. I love that. Haley says medical staff F. Yes. Chocolate Thunder says hope to go 9-4 over the next 13 game stretch. You give me 9-4. You give me 9-4 over this next 13. I'm personally walking to City Hall and I'm going to Whitmire's desk. Say, hey, look, Jack, playing the parade. Plan it. What are you thinking going into this series?
Seattle, I mean we're still 5 games up, so even if you drop the series, you're still, in okay shape, but obviously we all want to fucking beat the Seattle Mariners, And like I still have trauma to that one game earlier this season when Hunter Brown was pitching.
That Wednesday day game?
Blew it? Yeah. They blew it?
That Wednesday day game.
Yeah, that one sucked. But
I think that was the last time I actually saw my best friend Brian Lima. We went and watched the game together, and then that happened. So we haven't watched the game together since. But yeah, that game has that game sucks, and that got them kind of on fire too.
Yeah,
they went on Mariners went on a streak, so I do think it's a big series. You got Walter tonight, McCullers, and then Framber. 2 or 3 would be awesome. 2 or 3 would be. Charles says Des going to put up his own barricades if we go 9-4. If we go 9-4, I'm Louisiana Street's being locked down in August. It's gonna be locked down. It's gonna be locked down in August.
I'll just take my sleeping bag and sleep there.
That's gonna be the bit. Just being prepared, waiting for the parade in November on November 1st. It'd actually be really sick if we could pull this clip and the parade was on November 1st. What about 6-7 with the sweep of Seattle? Yes, I think math works on that.
I would take it, I guess.
So then you go 3-7 in your next 10. Woo!
I don't know about that.
Woo! I don't know, Jim.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, Jim. Also, we're not doing a giveaway this week. I'm sorry. That's fake Josh is traveling abroad. But we will double up big next week. People mocked me about my 22 and a half strikeout prediction number. That was the last giveaway, and it was 23. People forget that was a really good number on the spot created. Lance went 5, Framber went 10, Hunter went 8. 15 plus 8 is 23. So if you had the over, send it to the main account or to Josh. And we'll do that spin wheel next week. And then I'll find like a jersey or something we'll give away next week since we're skipping this week. ABB says prediction: we sweep Seattle. Wow. See, I'm worried. I'm always this is where confident me and me being very call the mirror, play on the parade. This is when I start to like, oh my god, if the lead's 5, the season's over. Like that's very much. This is where I start turtling up and I get scared. Indy says, literally everyone told you that was a good line. Thank you. Joseph's a perfect line. Thank you.
How do we feel about Cam Smith second half? Do you think he can
this is my hot take.
catch up to Wilson or no?
I think, well, yes. It doesn't. Wilson being in a PCL bandbox is ridiculous. Him and Kurtz have juice stats. That is ridiculous. I do think Cam Smith chases him down, and my hot take is this. I said earlier, Cam Smith gets his OPS over 850 for the year. I think Cam Smith is the catalyst to the Astros in this next 66-game sprint. Yes, I hope Yonder Diaz and Christian Walker regress positively to the mean. Obviously, you have Altuve, who has an 800 OPS. But I think Cam Smith, we're going to sit here and be like, damn, is he a superstar? Is he a Jackson Merrill? Is he a guy that's already an all-star in year 2? And I think he's going to put a show on this next 66 games.
I mean, if we get to October, like all the other guys, he's got to be like kind of the X factor. Like if he's playing well, then we're going to be pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Well, Joseph, you're doubled up next week on the big one. You still have your extra entry since fake Josh messed up. Libretto, I think everything is out in transit. I'll confirm for you. Turtle said they slept in. Michael says if we can leave Seattle up 6, I think we're in. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that means we only took 1, but right? No. What's the matter? We took 2. If we take 2, we're up 5. If we leave the series up 6, yeah, we take 2. Yeah, I'll take that in a heartbeat.
I'm bad at math.
I think if you take 2, you're a very, very happy fan base going into Arizona. Where Christian Walker homecoming, maybe that gets him going.
Maybe
Christian Walker's just a West Coast guy. Hear me out.
Astros Dodgers World Series, he's gonna fucking cook.
Look, if it's an Astros Dodgers World Series, you put every penny. All of us will crowdsource every penny we have. We're putting on Christian Walker to be MVP because we're going to be very, very rich. So it'd be like generational wealth. Maybe we just need to create Daikin Park to be more West Coast feel for him. So maybe we go get some fake palm trees. Maybe his walk-up song is West Coast by Lana Del Rey. Maybe we just pull out all of the Southwest and West Coast vibes for Christian Walker for the second half. And all of a sudden he's at 900 OPS. I don't know.
Great ideas.
I don't know. Take it. Take it, Astros. There's never a bad idea. How is the A schedule looking for the second half? I don't know. Turtle. I think we played them 6 times though. I think that's what Fake Josh said. Michael says it takes a series. Yes. Would y'all be more nervous running into Seattle or the Rangers in the playoffs? That's a trick. That's entrapment. Are you caught?
Question.
Are you caught? You wearing a wire? Man, that's a clip waiting. That's me walking. That's all of us walking to a clip. Would I be more nervous running into Seattle or the Rangers in the playoffs?
So, I mean, both teams have guys that own us in Adolis and
Rosarena. Both have a strong 1-2-3. The Rangers would roll out DeGrom, Evaldi, and then probably whatever arm they get at the deadline. The Mariners would roll out Kirby, Wu, Castillo / Gilbert with Munoz on the back. Cal Raleigh. I would say give me the Rangers. When you think West Coast music, you think Lana Del Rey. Unbelievable. No, that's entrapment. The song West Coast is. She says it like 50 times in the first 5 minutes, so it's kind of like a Pavlov ringing a bell. If Christian Walker's walking to the home plate and just hears West Coast by Lana Del Rey, like her saying West Coast, West Coast, West Coast like 50 times, I think it'll trick him.
It's like the Winter Soldier when he's giving him like directions.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah. That's not, I don't, that's a clip. Andrew says Seattle. Adults is probably on the trade block. I think so. Give the Astros revenge. Playoff series against the Rangers and they stomp. Agree. Who would you take if you had to play Seattle
Either one? Oh, shit.
Or the Rangers?
I would rather have Seattle.
Wow.
Because with the Rangers, it's just.
But yeah, there's some.
I mean, not to say that they're gonna beat us, but like
there's some there.
I would definitely be biting my fingernails the entire series. You know.
There's some of that there.
With Seattle, I feel like no matter how long it goes, how long the series goes, like I'm still gonna take us.
Okay, that's fair. We're pushing up on time. We're running around 4 minutes left. Also the shirts, the Hill Country Strong shirts by Sam and Davey are live, I believe, on their Instagram and on their website. If you haven't got it, snag one. They're super comfortable. They have it blue and green. Obviously, all profits go into Kirk County. Pretty cool week of just people giving to the Hill Country. Pat Green and his friends did a concert series, but got to give South Oklahoma Rangers some credit there. They did it at Arlington, and they raised over like $1 million in 2 hours, which was really cool to see. So make sure if you can give, and whatever you can do for everyone that's hurting in the whole country. Turtle, are the Tigers making any deals at the deadline? Yeah, I think they're gonna make deals. I think Yankees will make deals. I think Astros. I think the Red Sox are in it to make deals. It's gonna be really interesting. I think Breslow's gonna have to show his hand and show his cards because they're back in it. I think they won 10 games in a row.
Yeah, the Red Sox are hot.
Let's pull up the wild card. Yeah, they're in wild card 2 spot after going 10-0. So I wonder if Breslow's if he's gonna sell his rentals because he's very much in that analytical mind, like, but also piss off the team by selling rentals to acquire years, kind of like Seattle does and kind of like the Rays do. That could be his nail in his coffin there. Yankees are going to be buying. Toronto's going to buy, but I don't know. Like Toronto just feels like they always get caught holding the bag. Tampa Bay could be sellers, but buyers. Rangers are 3.5. I mean, over the next 2 weeks. Angels are 4 back. This is where I think it's interesting. The Twins, Royals, Guardians are 4.5, and 4.5 out of the third wild card. Obviously, they're not catching Detroit. Are those 3 teams selling? So, is Carlos Correa being traded? Is Joe Ryan being traded? Is Willie Castro being traded? Is Seth Lugo being traded? Is a Pasquantino being traded? Is a Emmanuel Clase, Stephen Kwan being traded? Like that whole pack of central teams. Because you got to also have I think as a front office, be like, we'll talk about process over results. I think you're going to have a reality of, okay, the Tigers are clearly better than us in the Central. And they're going to be better than us for at least the next 3-4 years. They're going to win this division. How do we retool? How do we do this? And at the deadline, the prices get crazy stupid. So there's an opportunity for those 3 teams to become sellers and kind of do a little rebuild and start shaping up and getting younger because it's the Detroit Tigers division in the Central for the next half decade, at least till 2030, I think. And then Baltimore, 7.5.
I think it's crazy how Baltimore and Cleveland fell off
hard. They fell off hard.
Because I mean, a couple of years ago, I was looking at Baltimore, and I was like, they kind of remind me of us, like when we were.
Yeah, they were. They were positioned to be the next. Take the torch from the Houston Astros. But I mean, obviously they could still bounce back next year, but yeah, it was a wasted year of their core. A lot of young guys that they didn't have to spend money on and wasted it. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting group of buyers and sellers. We'll find out here over the next 2 weeks. Baseball is back finally. Obviously, we got to still wait till the 9th to 9 p.m. You have Walter versus Castillo, and away we go. Logan Evans versus Lance McCullers. But other than that, shout out to Real Josh behind the scenes, getting everything set up on time. Young Kush coming in, jumping on for the last 20, 30 minutes. Shout out to Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Paul's Wing Joint, 14 locations. The newest one in Cypress, just being built and out and about. They're doing their 10-year anniversary, so a bunch of deals going on. So follow them at Big City Wings. Using We Zang responsibly. Get yours at Total Wine, Specs, or HEB, whether it's the margarita mix, the michelada mix, or the pre-made mix with the vodka already in it. So get your Zang on and Zang responsibly. But other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. We will be doing a big giveaway next week since we missed this week. And we will be grinding late night West Coast baseball. Can't wait to be back in it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, tell a friend, resubscribe, review.
Sweep the Mariners.
Sweep the Mariners. Give me the series. Give me the series, please. Peace. Love you guys. Mic's off.